Dragon Age the Veilguard came out Halloween night, and now that's been a couple of days. I'm pretty sure everyone's heard the story, or how the story progresses, and how much of a letdown it is. The whole game is just a entire pander to LGBT, or no, just woke. Entire pander to woke. And it makes sense when you see these two are the writers for Dragon Age the Veilguard, and it's like you see them and you can't help but just not get shocked. So you can't just like, oh my god, like no one. It's like, ah, yeah, yeah, that that makes sense. It's like you can't be shocked at this point in this day and age with games, modern games that pander to the quote unquote modern audience. But leaving that for now. I didn't want to make this video on Halloween night because I wanted to give this game the benefit of the doubt. I wanted to see if maybe, just maybe, this game was gonna end up doing good. Maybe the numbers were gonna skyrocket. All of us chuds, as they like to put it, we're gonna be completely wrong. This game was gonna be game of the year. 200, like 500 people, 500,000 people playing it on Steam. Well, I mean, as you can see, that is wrong. There's just no other word to say, just wrong. And it's like when you're a game that journalists, news networks, not news networks, but just online forums, people, these journals, everybody has been hyping this game up. But yet, 840,000, 850,000, let's just be generous, was your peak in the past 2 hours. And only 81,000 people are playing. Which, you could say, what do you mean? That's good. 81,000 people playing it? That's really, really good. But it's a weekend. It is Saturday evening. And this is the best I could do. When I don't know if you heard of this game called Black Myth Wukong. Came out August. It's about 2 months ago. It's also a single player game, like Dragon Age the Veilguard. So you'd think it would do as good. Well, let's just take a look. Let's just take a look. Oh, look at that. In the past 24 hours, its peak is 128,000 people. Now, I'm no mathematician, but if a game that's 2 months old, it's just a single player game like Veilguard, is pulling these kinds of numbers, well, it's a little hard to argue that Dragon Age of Veilguard it actually did pretty good. And I'm not even talking about initial or the day one release numbers. But I mean, I could when its peak is only 84,000 still. And there's a tweet. Obviously, there's a tweet by Jason Schneider, I believe. Schreier, sorry. That says, go woke, go to the top of the charts. I wanna have what he's having, because what the heck does he mean top of the charts? 50,000? Does he really think 50,000 is top of the charts? Because if so, I really need to meet his dealer. Because I want what he's at. And then underneath, there's a someone replied saying, "There's no way you generally like this turret." And he says, "Like you can't make this up." I actually I don't like the game very much, but I do like seeing you chuds get dunked on. I it's mind-boggling how these people think that one, we got quote unquote dunked on, and two, 50,000 players on a Friday night, mind you. Like, at this point, it's like almost every person that's playing this game is not young enough to be going out to do trick or treating, unironically. And keep in mind, not every place has been doing, or not every country has been doing trick or treat. Especially with COVID, there hasn't been a lot of trick or treating, like not like before. And another thing is, if you leave a negative review for a Dragon Age of Veilguard, you cannot put a comment. You cannot say any. If you say anything about woke or the fact that it's not a good game, you will not be able to put up a review. And it's like, oh, like, I don't get how people are just this blinded by all this. And if they think that's a good idea, well, it's not. It's a horrible idea, and it's just going to get even more attention on what they're trying to cover up. And that is how much of a horrible game this is. And I could make this game or make this video longer than it needs to be, because there's also been so many people just meat writing this game blindly, saying this is a really good game. Oh, it's breaking all these numbers. Oh, it's on top, like all this BS, when it's not. When they're being beaten by the monkey game. And it's just sad. Honestly, it's just sad. But yeah, no, I mean that's all I could really say on this. It's game gonna flop. Bioware, honestly, good thing y'all are never gonna reach the end of, not the middle of 2025. So like that, you won't touch another Mass Effect, or no, just you won't touch Mass Effect at all. Like you won't do anything. You won't do anything to the games that we love.